I think I have a good balance of like right and left brain. So I can be very creative and have all of those things, but I also understand like getting things done in a certain amount of time and being efficient and all the other elements that come with directing that are about, leading the team as well, being a leader on set. So I think directing has very much like you got to have both sides, not just being creative and not just being, logistically figuring things out. It's like kind of having both. So I think I kind of have both of those sides.
Do you ever lose your cool?
Have
you ever just been like, shut the fuck up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
But sometimes that, to me, it's not even losing cool. It's just like what's necessary in the moment.
Right.
If it's, like things are out of hand, it's like sometimes you have to, it's like reel things back in. And if doing it like, okay, guys, everybody, like isn't working, like then you gotta do what works.
And do you find that you have different ways of directing to different actors? Like, oh, Brandon could take direction. I'll give it to him this way. I could be hard on him and he can go with it. This one I need to coddle a little bit. This one, do you find that?
Oh, for sure. For sure. It's kind of like too, especially some actors want to know why they, and they want that explanation and they want to get into the feelings and all the stuff behind it. And other actors are like,
let's just do it.
Because sometimes too, it's like if you need, say you want an actor to do the line facing, like you want them to do the line facing this way.
Right.
Because if they turn over their shoulder like that, you have a whole nother setup. You have to turn around and get that line. And it's going to take, and if you don't have that time, you need them to say it that way. And so it's some actors, you're like, hey, we're going to get out of here way faster if you play that line forward.
The actors that kind of know what they're doing, they'll say those things.
Yeah, I think a lot of actors who've been in TV for a long time, they can rationalize it and do it themselves easily. Other actors do not want to hear about camera. Do not. It's insulting to be, like, hey, can you throw that line like for this way? For it's like you need to be like, I actually think that you're so mad at them right now. They don't even want to look at them, and so it's like don't even like you can't even. They don't even deserve your eye contact.
Right.
Whatever it is. There was something I forgot, like, maybe it was Cindy LeMay's book but there was a direction about he needed the actress to fire a gun, and she was doing it so quick, and it was like couldn't even see it. But you could tell that actor, like, hey, you're going so fast, like we can't even see you, so just be up there, slow it down, and be up there longer. Or you tell the actress, like, you need to make sure you really get a good aim. Because you can't just fire it without taking aim. So make sure you've got, you lock eyes before you fire. And now that actress, instead of being like, boom, it's, she's coming up and actually has something to do.
Motivation.
Yeah, which is such a gift. Because that then, and if you can communicate something like that quickly, I think every actor would prefer that than just being like, camera needs you longer, because then they have to come up with their own justification. But it's sometimes hard to think of a concise way to say things. And so a lot of times directors, if you're like, oh, because you don't want to look at that person and it's too long.
Right.
But if you can be concise about everything, I think everyone would always prefer an action to, kind of do.
You really love it. I could tell your passion. You just like when you're talking about it, it's just, you could see it, how much of a passion you have for it. It's cool.
I think I needed the challenge too, after playing this character for so long.
Sara Lance.
Yeah, Sara Lance.
Right.
Sara Lance. And I needed to be creatively stimulated and challenged. And directing is incredibly challenging.
Overstimulation.
It's so much work.
It's so much work.
It really is. And I think, I'm assuming it gets easier the better you get, because you just,
Yeah.
Whereas right now, it's like I really think everything through.